Should you live in downtown Stamford? Is it even possible? I want you to welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. And if you do like this video, make sure you like it so other people who are relocating to the state of Connecticut can find this information. So, downtown Stamford, can you live there? What is it like? What are the pros and cons? So, why would somebody choose to live in downtown Stamford? Well, the first reason they're going to choose is convenience. Everything is literally right there. It's just like in New York. You come downstairs, you go outside, everything is there. You don't need to get in your car to go get coffee or go buy clothing. You can walk. Stamford is one of our walkable cities. There are sidewalks, there are crosswalks. You have plenty of shops. We have the mall. We have a lot of strip malls. We also have like the independent shops scattered about, independent cafes, restaurants everywhere. So it is convenient to live. You're also going to have all the nightlife and entertainment. We like things in sections in Connecticut. People are like, we like things in it. Like, this is where we party. It's on this street. And this is where we eat. And this is where we live. And we like things in sections because we have zoning rules, right? So if you're the person that is constantly going out right after work, you want to go to the bar, you want to go to the restaurant, you want to go to the lounge, you have all of the nightlife and entertainment in downtown Stamford. That's where our concerts are. That's where a lot of the events are. That's where parades and all of these things are happening. So if you are looking for nightlife and entertainment, it would literally be right downstairs. So public transportation, if you're in the city and you're not really going out of the city, like you're just going from one part of the city to the other, there's enough public transportation. You do have the buses that are running, you have the trolley. So you kind of are able to go and look and see all of the different areas in downtown Stamford, and you don't have to take your car. Most people in Connecticut have a car, but you don't have to take it. And so there's a lot of employment opportunities. Again, if you don't want to travel that far and you kind of want to be in Connecticut, we do have all these huge companies here. We have Fortune 500 companies. So we have key employers here. So we have Stamford Health. We have NBC Sports, we have Gartner, Duluth, we have Charter Spectrum Communications, we have WWE, we even have Indeed. We have all of these businesses here. So it is actually kind of easy for you to work, live, hang out, entertain yourself, go out and eat, all in that downtown area. And that is a very unique part because in Connecticut, we usually don't have everything in one area like that in a city that people want to be in. Let me just put it that way. So the other good thing about downtown Stamford is you do have waterfront access. We are near the Sound. We have restaurants that are on the water. You have that waterfront access. So no, it isn't in the downtown area, but you can get to the waterfront area from the downtown area pretty easy. And then the commute to New York. Even if you are not going to live, work, and eat here, you can work in New York because in downtown Stamford, we have our Metro North. We have our train station. That red line Metro North takes you right into the city. You grab the express train, 45 minutes, you're at Grand Central. Easy peasy. You could walk there or you could take a trolley there if you already live in downtown Stamford because you're not going that far. So the cost of living. Obviously, if you want to live right in the middle of everything, it's cost of living. So you have to think about like the living conditions. So I pulled the numbers and I know there's going to be some people here on the channel who live in Connecticut and are going to be like, that's not true in the comments. But remember, I'm pulling numbers from a map, not how we feel, and I'm looking at the data. So when you pull up neighborhoods, I'm pulling up the map of what the city says is downtown. And in that map, I said, okay, how many single family homes sold in the last year? 6, just the 6 out of, this is a city with thousands of people in it, and there were only 6 single family homes that sold in downtown. And what about the 6? Well, out of those 6 homes, they averaged about 1,700 square feet. But again, they were not brand new construction homes. The average age for those homes was 1918. So they're older homes. And the average cost was $521,000, and they were 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. Contrast that to me pulling up condos. We had 209 sales of condos. Most of the condos in that downtown area, we can just get on the elevator, come right on downstairs and go out and everything is easily accessible. There are 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. They're about 1,100 square feet. Average price of that, $371,000. So that is kind of the amount that you're going to be paying if you want to live in downtown Stamford for a 2-bed, 2-bath condo. Expect $371,000. That's like that apartment style. You know, your neighbors are there. Remember, they've paid to live in the home. They usually are just quite fine. We'll go into the condos and we'll, you know, each one has its own kind of like, you know, atmosphere, environment, feel to it. We match you to one that matches, like, you know, the kind of feel you want. A lot of them have amenities. I'm all about amenities. If you're gonna pay, I want some extra stuff with it. I want a gym down there. You know what I mean? I want to know I have all these things there. I mean, I'm already paying for it. And so there were a few townhouses. So out of the 209 condos / townhouses that sold in downtown, only 33 were townhouses. So you can get your individual, nobody's on top of you or below you. You can get a townhouse, 2 floors, in downtown Stamford, but those are the ones that when you see it, you gotta snatch it up. So again, if you're moving from a city or you're moving from the suburbs and you move to Stamford, if you're specifically in downtown Stamford, you are going to be around people. Some people like that. But if you're moving and you want to have space, that might not kind of match the lifestyle feel you're looking for. So regardless of what it is, whether you're ready to move to Connecticut, just reach out to me and I will help you to figure out which one of these condos or townhouses you would be in. And if you're looking to sell because you're gonna be moving out of the state, still feel free to reach out to me. So the other part about living in downtown Stamford is unless your unit comes with parking, which most of them do, but they might have 1 parking space, or they might have 2. But let's say you're a family and you have an adult child, and so that's 3 cars. Then you're gonna have to look for parking on the street, or you're gonna have to fight for gas parking. So parking could be a challenge if you have a lot of driving adults. More than 2 driving adults, it could be a challenge in downtown Stamford. So that is another factor you'd have to consider. And of course, we're gonna say safety, because you have to remember when you just have a large amount of people, the opportunity for the safety, you know, the crime and those numbers to go up will, because it's just a larger amount of people. So when you're gonna pull up crime statistics and things like that, that's just going to happen when you're looking in a city. Now, it will probably be way less than if you were looking at the crime in New York City, but there's a lot less people. So it really is a give and a take. It really is what you feel comfortable with. I usually tell people I like to drive by places Saturday at nighttime, because if you don't want to get out of the car. So this is the thing, everything looks nice at 9 a.m., right? It looks all very nice in the daytime. So when someone's not really sure, I tell them, you really should check the area out at night. Drive through the area when it's dark outside. If in the winter it gets dark at 6, you can go and look and see, and then you'll kind of see what area matches. So this is all about downtown Stamford. I am gonna have videos about other areas. If this didn't work for you, just reach out to me and I will tell you the other parts of Stamford that might work very good for you.